Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Falvey, editor-in-chief of Boating Magazine, and this is Boating Roundtable. And today I'm proud to be with Peter Johnstone, who is executive director of MJM Yachts. Peter, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you very much for having me on, Kevin.
I've had the pleasure of knowing your dad for many years and been aboard many of the different boats you've been involved in building and marketing. Certainly you come from a storied boat building family and have produced some of the finest recreational boats in both power and sail segments in the market. What news do you have to bring to our audience today?
Well, it's really exciting stuff. My parents built this company over 20 years, really their final career move. They started this in their 70s, and they're off cruising on their MJM now, mid-late 80s, on their own, no help. It's really something to see. My dad's always been the marketing guy and product guy, and always had the boats built elsewhere in all of his boat companies. And my experience was it's always better to be building your own boats. We've got a really good producer in Boston Boat Works, but we've been limited at capacity, in the sub 30 boats a year range. And so we set out to set up our own factory here in North Carolina.
Wow, that's big news.
This has been about a 3-year process to identify the right location, the right facility, build the team, and then set up the processes and refine the processes. So we're in a 200,000 square foot facility in Washington, North Carolina. And we're about roughly a year in.
Okay.
We've got all of our process refinement done. The team is built. Now we're just training up everyone on our high-tech infusion process, and
there's a lot of boat building in that area. So you have, was there a good pool of labor from which to draw, or did you import people? Just curious.
Yeah, a little bit of both. North Carolina's got a unique mix of favorable business environment, some decent facilities are available, and in the area away from the coast a little bit, up the sounds, you've got Regulator and Grady and Hatteras and Iconic. So you've got some fantastic boat builders in the area. There is good tribal knowledge, and getting them up to the MJM level does take training. So we have a dedicated week-long training course for all new hires coming in, to get them up to our sort of level of composites that we expect.
Interesting. With this new plant, what's that going to do for the boat buyer and the already satisfied MJM customers?
MJM's been really just an expanded family of dealers, the builder and customers, and really built around who my dad liked working with, and not a whole lot more. And so the dealer network's been expanding. The demand has been off the charts for a couple of years now. And this will allow us to build more boats and more models. We have the footprint in our facility to be running 6 concurrent production lines. So rather than just 2 or 3 models on offer in a given year, you'll see us expanding out to 5 or 6 lines.
Wow.
Running all the time.
And your boats take a bit of time to build, if I may say so, having toured a few boat plants. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about your construction process and your molding methods, because they are unique and they are very, very high end, and people, I'm sure, are interested to some degree.
Yeah, you bet. A lot more money goes into the materials. We do all epoxy construction. All the laminates are done with vacuum infusion. So you minimize the amount of resin in each part, and it reduces the weight of our boats by between 25 and 40% versus the competition. So that means for a given horsepower, we're either 25% or 40% faster or more fuel efficient. And it also allows us to have a much narrower water line and a much more sea-kindly motion through a given sea state.
Well, your boats have certainly performed well during our tests. So Now that you've got this new factory and you're up to speed and you're running and delivering as many as 5 new models at the same time out of the place, what is there anything new coming from MJM that you'd want to tip your hand or maybe intimate at today, here and now?
You bet. We've been doing all express boats really in the Down East style since the beginning. We've always been the high end of the market, and we fully intend to be the leader at the high end of the market. And about 4 years ago, we led with the express yachts into the outboards.
Right.
And that really helped our demand and really helped us expand the brand geographically. And now, we're looking at how our owners use the boats. A lot of them use them as day yachts. And so we have a brand new boat called the 3Z. It's about a 38-foot day yacht with a fantastic bow seating area, dual console. But the real difference is, one, the technology is a much higher level than the rest of the market. So more fuel efficient or more efficient, quicker for a given horsepower. The layout is a real breakthrough. Most of the day yachts are either center consoles or they're dual consoles, but if the day turns sour and you've got, a front coming across or rain, you have no protection. And the beauty of this 3Z is that the entire pilot house can be fully open or fully closed, and you can turn on your air or heat. So if you're off for a day at the beach and things turn sour, you don't have to run home. You don't have to shiver soaking wet. You can have the protection of a fully enclosed pilot house and turn on the heat or air conditioning as need be. And I think that this layout also makes the boat, it extends your boating season. It'll make your boating season twice as long as your typical day yacht. Your typical day yacht's just too exposed for most people.
And how will this boat be powered? The 3Z?
Twin Mercury V8 300s. And it'll be in the low 50 mile an hour range with that. That's really our only option for power because it's the perfect propulsion package for this boat.
That's excellent. I assume it'll come with the joystick piloting if as an option or standard and all the other stuff that those engines are known for.
Yeah, absolutely. MJM's the option sheet only has a couple of options. Most people select just about everything on it. So things like genset, air conditioning, joystick, bow thruster, the forward windows open up forward. So you really get that open air feel when conditions are nice. The side windows open, the back enclosure rolls up. So fully open or closed living when you're on board.
Well, Peter, the clock is ticking. So we've got a new plant in North Carolina. You've expanded. You're offering more models at any one time. There's a new model, the 3Z, which is a dual console and innovative in itself for being a dual console with twin Mercury power. Is there anything else in closing that you might like to share with our audience?
No, we're just really excited about all the developments here at MJM and really bringing the benefits of MJM to an even larger extended family than what we've been doing. My parents have built this company one dock at a time and over 20 years. And they did one heck of a job setting the DNA of this brand. And it's really our mission to bring the enjoyment of this fabulous brand to more people. And I think it offers a much better boating experience for the people that have the benefit of getting on an MJM.
And for more information about MJM Yachts, visit mjmyachts.com or boatingmag.com. Until next time, for Boating Roundtable, I'm Kevin Falvey.